Each seed has extraordinary potential within it, because when the seed is received and takes root and is not crowded out by weeds, it will bear a crop 100 times what it's sown. Not just double or triple, but 100 times. And just imagine through your life what is possible. How the word of God bearing fruit within you might transform the lives of colleagues and friends and families and neighbors as the word of God bears much fruit and multiplies you. And we can be part of this, sowing the seed into other people's lives. And it's happening even now. Last week at our 6 p.m. service, so moving, lots of people came to faith. I spoke to the first one, and friends had brought him to church for the first time in his life. A young guy in his 20s. So interesting. And then I spoke to the second one, and her friend had brought her to church for the first time that day. Just said, look, why don't you just come along? She was like, I'm really excited about this now. What do I do next? Third person I spoke to, he was at work at 5 p.m., just finishing his shift. And one of his colleagues said to him, look, you've never come to church with me. Why don't you come to church now? So they came to church together. He heard the word. And he decided he wanted to place his trust in Jesus. Not every seed you sow might bear fruit, but you can trust that God isn't going to let those seeds just lie dormant. And some of those seeds are going to bear fruit through people's lives, across people's lives. You're going to start chain reactions as the seed grows in your life and grows in other people's lives, and they sow that seed into other people's lives. Chain reactions across the generation and through the generations. People you might never meet this side of eternity who say to you, you sowed a seed not knowing what impact it would have. And this happened in that person's life. You weren't even really aware of it. And then this happened in that person's life. And then they sowed a seed in this person's life. And then this whole family came to faith. And actually, I'm one of that family. You don't know the impact of the seeds that you sow. What you can know is that Jesus is just as interested today as when he said these words 2,000 years ago at the seed bearing fruit. Jesus came to seek and save the lost. And he's still just as interested in that. And he hasn't lost any of his power, any of his potential, any of his passion. He wants to see the seed that he is sowing in this city, in your lives, bear much fruit. And he's going to go ahead of you into your workplaces, into your schools, in your hospitals. He's going to prepare the ground, soften people's hearts, clear out some of the weeds, find good soil. Just think what is possible as you sow those seeds.